Hi everyone, my name is Abdullah Hadithi, and today I will be discussing diversity management and inclusion. These concepts are essential in modern human resources management, particularly in fostering innovation, improving employee satisfaction, and enhancing overall organizational performance. Let's dive into the agenda. Our journey today begins with an introduction to diversity and inclusion, followed by an exploration of theoretical frameworks. We will then examine the challenges organizations face in managing diversity and fostering inclusion. After that, we will discuss methods for measuring inclusion, conduct a comparative analysis, and highlight challenges in implementation. Finally, we will explore research gaps, review case studies, and conclude with actionable insights. Diversity management ensures the representation and active integration of different perspectives within the workforce. Inclusion, on the other hand, is about creating an environment where everyone feels valued and empowered to contribute fully. While diversity answers the question who is at the table, inclusion focuses on how is everyone at the table engaged. Together, these concepts are critical for unlocking organizational innovation and improving workplace dynamics. Theoretical frameworks. To understand these concepts, we turn to foundational theories. Social identity theory by Tajfel and Turner explains how individuals identify with the groups and how this influences workplace interactions. The inclusion framework, developed by Shore and others, highlights the balance between belongingness and uniqueness. Additionally, Kimberlé Crenshaw's intersectionality theory sheds light on how overlapping social identities influence experiences of discrimination or privilege. These frameworks guide organizations in addressing biases and fostering equitable practices. Diversity management is about more than just meeting quotas. It's a strategic effort to integrate diverse perspectives into decision-making process. Successful examples include RBC, which align its diversity strategies with Canada's multicultural values. However, challenges like unconscious bias and resistance to change often arise. Addressing these issues requires leadership commitment and a clear alignment of diversity goals with organizational objectives. Challenges in diversity management. Despite its benefits, diversity management faces significant obstacles. Resistance to change is common, particularly in organizations rooted in traditional hierarchies. Tokenism, where diversity is superficial and lacks meaningful inclusion, is another challenge. Overcoming these barriers requires addressing systemic issues such as barriers for immigrants and indigenous communities, which are particularly relevant in the Canadian context. Inclusion ensures that everyone's voice is heard and valued. This goes beyond diversity by creating an equitable environment. Practices like fostering open communication, equitable opportunities, and conflict resolution are key to building an inclusive culture. Inclusion directly impacts engagement, collaboration, and innovation. When employees feel a sense of belonging, their productivity and satisfaction increase significantly. Measuring inclusion can be challenging, but is essential. Tools like employee engagement surveys and focus group provide insights into employees' experiences. Metrics such as turnover rates among underrepresented groups also indicate inclusivity. Advanced tools like the Inclusion Quotient, developed by the U.S. Office of Personnel Management, help assess how well organizations integrate inclusive practices into their culture. Comparative analysis. Diversity management and inclusion are complementary strategies. Diversity focuses on representation, while inclusion ensures these represented are engaged. When combined, they lead to better financial when they combined, they lead to better financial performance, innovation, and employee satisfaction. Studies show that organizations with inclusive culture are 6 times more likely to be innovative. Leadership plays a crucial role in translating these strategies into actions. Challenges in implementation. Implementing diversity and inclusion initiatives is not without challenges. Resistance to change, systemic barriers, and risk of tokenism often hinder progress. For instance, systemic barriers like credential recognition for immigrants and marginalization of indigenous communities remains relevant in Canada. Addressing these issues requires sustained effort and resource allocation. Research gaps. While much research has been conducted, gaps remain. Longitudinal studies on the impact of diversity initiatives are limited. The intersectionality of diversity, especially in Canadian workplaces, needs further exploration. Additionally, the application of D&I principles in SMEs and the role of technology in promoting inclusion warrant more attention. These gaps present opportunities for advancing D&I practices. Case studies. Let's look at some real-world examples. The Royal Bank of Canada is a leader in aligning its D&I strategies with Canada's multicultural values. Similarly, Shopify and Microsoft Canada have successfully integrated diversity management and inclusion, leading to better innovation and customer satisfaction. These cases demonstrate that D&I is not just a moral imperative, but also a strategic advantage. Conclusion. In conclusion, diversity management and inclusion are interdependent strategies that drive organizational success. While diversity brings different perspectives to the table, inclusion ensures these perspectives are heard and valued. Despite challenges, organizations that prioritize D&I are better positioned for innovation, employee satisfaction, and financial growth. Addressing research gaps and overcoming systemic barriers will be crucial in advancing these practices. Finally, I would like to acknowledge the key references that inform this presentation. These include foundational theories by Tajfel, Turnell, and Crenshaw, as well as recent studies by McKinsey and Company and Shore and others. Thank you for your attention.